Hello, everyone. I'm going to share a testimony to kind of encourage people who have been affected by this virus that's going around, and maybe they're not working anymore or anything like that. So I just want to encourage you to, um, if you don't know God or Yah, the Most High, the Creator of heaven and earth, then that's the first thing you should do. But I just want you to know that how trustworthy he is. And the thing that is so encouraging to me at this time is that he knew that this is coming. He knew it. This is no surprise to him. Might be a surprise to everyone else, but it's no surprise to him. And with his forethought, he has provided. He has provided for you everything you'll need. Protection from it, um, work, money, whatever it is, he provides. Um, a few years back, I was working I had a business at my home, and I had four other part-time jobs. And I heard the Spirit say, stop working. And I was like, oh, I don't know about that. Because, I had been so used to, just supporting myself, being self-supported. And the Spirit said, therein lies the problem, you know, because I did not want to have to rely on anybody, and not even my husband. So he said, stop working. So I did so very slowly, and I remember, throughout it took me a year to just completely stop working. So like I stopped one job, and then I stopped another one, maybe a few months later. And so here it is. So that was the beginning of the year. And then we got down to September. And so I had my last job. And I was like, I called my supervisor then. I'm like, um, I won't be working anymore. And she was like, no, And so she said, instead of, stop working, stopping your work, she said, why don't you just take a couple months off and then just give me a decision, in November, whatever it was. So I said, okay, cool. So that was good with me. And then no, that had to be August. So that next month in September, my husband and I and our family had gone down to the faith conference. And so when I got there, I didn't know anyone there. We just decided to go. Never met these people in my life, but we just went. And so when I got there, people were coming up to me and just giving me money. Like I remember, the first lady who came up to me, she's like, "Are you?" I had little kids, very little kids, and she was like, "Are you the mom of these little kids?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she handed me money. I'm like, "Oh wow!" And so that happened, a few more times at this conference. And then the other thing, I had never considered um, being a full-time stay-at-home mom, and it just never crossed my mind. But anyway, that was the direction that I was being led in. And so when once I returned from the conference, I was convinced that the Father would take care of me. Because my whole thing is like, Father, I don't want to have to rely on anyone, and I don't want my husband to have the stress and pressure of taking care of another person. I just thought that was wrong. So anyway, um, what I didn't know at the time is that the Father was waiting for my obedience. So I, got back home, called up the supervisor. I'm like, you know what? This is it. I'm done. So stopped working, and after that entire year, my husband's business had like almost come to a standstill. Like nothing was happening. Standstill. When I stopped working, that business took off and like multiplied. And it has not stopped. So, and then also in that time, during that time, I had gotten a brand new car, um, totally debt free. So I didn't, owe anything on it. Brand new car. no dinner. And what I did, because I was working at just trusting the Father. Your word says you'll supply all my needs. And I need to know that I can trust you because I have little kids, and it's me as well. I need to know that I can trust you for everything. And so I'm going to take these checks that I have, these full checks, and I'm going to give them to these ministries, these ministries that have been so instrumental in helping to build my faith. And I remember I did that. And 2 weeks later, that's when my car came. And so that was a huge sacrifice, but I did it, and I'm glad I did it. And so also during that time, I had started a homeschool group, and I felt that was the way the Father was leading me. And I remember we were going to do this project where we're going to do something for these people, at this old folks home. And so the day before, I needed money to do things that, these projects that we had. So like I said, I was going to rely only on the Father. That has been my confession, that you alone are you are my only source. I rely on no one but Him. That's it. So I was like, well, Father, you know what I need. And I didn't worry about it. I had peace about it. You know what I need. So I had gone to bed, and then I got up the next morning, and I was supposed to, we went to our group, and so I was making the kids breakfast and stuff. And what happened? My doorbell rang, and so I'm like, oh, who is at my door this early in the morning? And so I wasn't going to open it because I was, I knew I had things to get done that day. So I was, moving, getting everybody ready and together and all this stuff. And then someone said, open the door. So I said, okay. So I walked up to the door, and I opened the door. And at my door was this man standing there. And he had an envelope with 6 Bible verses written on it. And he just handed it to me. And so I get this, open the envelope, and of course this envelope full of money, and then with these Bible verses about the Father providing my needs and all this stuff. So I just have like so many stories about, trusting the Father and relying on Him, because He'll take care of you. And still today, I don't have a job. I am a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a homeschooling mother of 4 children, and still have not had to rely on anyone for anything. Like, if I think about it, and if it's a need for me, the Father knows I have that need. He says, seek first the kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. And anything I have needed, I haven't had to say anything to anyone, or not even to my husband. Have not had to say anything, but the Father has provided it, and He's been faithful with it. It didn't matter if it was money, it didn't matter if it was my favorite kind of fruit, because the Father knows I love some fruit. It didn't matter what it is, He just provides. So if if you're stressed out, or you don't have a job or anything like that, it's nothing to fear. It's nothing to stress over. The Father always provides. If He gives you something, He's going to make sure you have what you need for it. But the difference is, will you trust Him? Because if you don't trust Him, then you kind of break that link, and He can't provide. You like He's trying to rain on you, and you're kind of blocking this thing off. So you have to, get into that word and build your spirit up to believe and take hold of His promises that He will supply. He is your shepherd. You won't want for anything, So He will take care of you. He will. I am a living witness, no matter what it is. The Father, when He will rain on you. He has just blessed me, not just me, my whole family so much, And the other thing about it is, if you want to see these promises come to pass in your life, you have to be obedient. Obedience is key. If the Father tells you to do something, you do it. You might say, Father, I need the grace to do this. I needed the grace to stop the self-reliance. And that's what it was. The Father had to help break me out of relying on self, on what I can do. Because that stopped what he could do. And he has to show me time and time again that what he can do. And it's so much more greater than what I could have ever done. So, my message today is trust him, be obedient, and he's going to take care of his children. He's a good father. He really is a good father. He knew what you would need before he even put you on this earth. He knew it. He knew it from the foundation. He knew it. He knew what you would need. And so he made all the provisions. I mean, if you look, you read in Genesis, he created everything first. And then he put Adam and then Eve in the garden. That's what he did. Because he knew all these things they would need. And then he provided. So it's the same thing. The Father will provide. So be encouraged. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye.